Hello and welcome to this review of the IK Multimedia iRig Lavalier microphone. Now in fact I've got the twin pack here because you can either buy it like this with two microphones or you can just buy the one if you want. The most important thing of course about any microphone review is how does it sound, so I should tell you up front you're listening to it. I'm recording with the microphone clipped just on my jumper here, and it's recording into an iPad mini. The whole point about this microphone is that it is designed to be plugged into your mobile device, whether that's a phone, Android phone, iPhone or tablet device as well. It's got one of those plugs on the end that has four little connections, tip, ring, shield, and that plugs into the headphone jack on your phone or tablet or whatever, and you record into that. So I'm recording on an iPad mini, and before we get any further into the review, let me show you what you actually get in the box. So as you can see, the first thing you get in the box is some brochures. This one is a little brochure about all the other IK Multimedia products. That is a little instruction manual with easy illustrations for how everything plugs in. Nice and straightforward. And finally it's a little warranty, activate your registration card. Inside the box then, in its own little protective pouch, you actually get the product itself. This is mildly solid. I don't think it would sustain any severe pressure or damage, but it is something to keep the mics in, though you might want to put them in something a little more sturdy actually to transport them around. And here inside is what you get, and because this is the twin mic version, obviously duplicate microphones. Now this is going to be fiddly to open, I can see. There we go. That's one. There's the other. So you can see they each come with a little tie clip, obviously, so you can clip that onto someone's shirt or tie, and then the microphone will go in there. There's the microphone itself with a little foam windshield to prevent it catching any popping sounds. Although if you're going to film outdoors, you would need a proper furry windjammer over that. Really, these foam windshields really don't work as windjammers, they're more pop shields. There's the end that plugs into your mobile phone or tablet or whatever. TRRS, tip, ring, shield connector for poles, I think that's what you'd call it. Anyway, and a certain length of wire, plus this little bit, which gives it the heart of the operation, because as you can see, there is another hole there into which you can plug the jack from the other microphone, and then both microphones end up being recorded down the one plug into your tablet. But better than that, the other one of course has its own little box, and by switching its connector from the mic setting to the headphone setting, you can then plug a set of headphones in here to monitor what you're doing as well. So you've got two mics and headphone monitoring, all recording into the one device. That unboxing was recorded with a Rode Lavalier, and that costs around £180. We're now back to hearing the iRig from IK Multimedia, and I have to say I'm quite impressed. I have used a few low-cost lavalier microphones before, and this one I would describe the sound as clear. It's neither excessively harsh and crisp and trebly, which you do get on some, and neither is it muddy and a bit sort of, you know, yeah, I suppose muddy is probably the word for it. I would describe this as clear. I think you can hear my voice perfectly well, and it's distinct, and it's a good sound. I'm surprisingly impressed, given that the single mic costs around 40 quid, I think. As I say, the double pack is about £70. It's not bad. The other issue, of course, to consider on any tieclip mic, because they're so tiny and fragile, is build quality. You can see this is certainly not the smallest tieclip mic you've ever seen. Indeed, I might go to say it's reasonably large for a tieclip, but it's not horrendously so. It's not offensively so, I don't think. I mean, I've got it here on my jacket and it doesn't feel like it's too big. It's plastic construction, it's not metal. But again, that said, I'm pressing it now and it feels pretty sturdy. You wouldn't want to put it into a vice. I think actually you could quite happily sit on it and it wouldn't mind, as long as you didn't sit on it with anything solid in your back pocket that would crush it. I think it would be okay. I always worry a little bit on these microphones how well the cables are going to sustain. It's not so much the microphone you worry about, it's how well the cables are going to do, whether they're going to pull out the back. And I think that's really something that only time will tell. But frankly, at £40 for a microphone, it's pretty much disposable. If you do break one, then go and buy another one. Comes with a little pop shield. It would be nice if they included a little furry windjammer, because if you are going to film outside, these pop shields are no good. They are literally just to stop the p sounds from being picked up by the microphone. You really do need a windjammer if you're filming outside. The other interesting thing about it, of course, is this little extension unit that does allow you to plug two microphones together. Quite ingenious. Two things to note about that, I suppose. Firstly, that when I had the two plugged together and the headphones plugged in, on some apps I didn't get any output in the headphones, and it does seem to be not a function of the device, but it's a function of whichever app you use to record as to whether you will get real-time monitoring back in your headphones. If you use IK Multimedia's own recording app, that was playing back the sound to you as you recorded, but various other ones I tried, unfortunately it wasn't. And the other thing to mention is that although when you string two microphones together you are recording, two people, yourself and an interviewee, the snag, and it's not IK Multimedia's fault, it's the way these things are designed, it doesn't go that one microphone is on the left channel and one mic is on the right to make for easier editing. They are both mixed to mono, and that is not the product's fault. That is because the mic input on all these tablets and phones seems to be mono itself. So there's nothing that anyone can do. If you plug two in, they get mixed to a single mono track, which can make editing just a fraction harder. But, there's nothing you can do about that. So when all's said and done, actually, and not just because they sent me this for review, I'm quite impressed with this. I really do like it. And if I don't like products, even if they're sent to me, I do tend to say, this one I like. I wish, being a camcorder sort of person, that I could get a version of it with a normal tip ring shield camcorder input. And yes, I know you can get converters, but the fewer things you have plugged into each other, the better. But if you are looking for a recording solution to plug into your iPad, iPhone or Android, it works on those devices as well, then yeah, I think this is definitely one that you should consider. Thank you very much for watching. Hope this was useful. If you have any questions, do drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.